Inconsistent.
Yeah, nigga. You think? What you think?
I think I'm special. I think everybody.
First of all, you're not special. You're not the first the first MTA sanitation, the first cop. You're not.
I'm special like everyone else.
You're not. Nobody's special. That's the problem. Everyone thinks they're special. Everyone thinks their story is the story. It's not. And the sooner you realize that it's not and just enjoy the ride.
I'm special like everyone else.
No. You're just a big time nobody in the world of nobodies. All trying to be somebody.
We're all somebodies.
That's all it is. That's the simple equation.
We're all somebodies.
No. We ain't shit.
Somebody.
We ain't shit. Who are you texting right now, bro?
I'm texting the girl from the freaking space trip.
Alright, you want coffee?
Just a little pinchito. Can you put it in a can? When I was in Puerto Rico, we have family that lives in the mountains, and they didn't have cups; they had cans. And you don't hold it like this. You hold it like this.
Why did I know that?
Because it's too hot to hold like this. You gotta hold like
and
that.
at the same time, it looks bad, like OT fancy. Like you're too clean to touch it. Like
I'm trying to tell her, like, hey, look, we're a bit rough. We're from New York, so we're a bit rough. But I promise we'll behave.
We're a bit rough.
Mira, puta. Alright, check this out. I love when you serve me like a Starbucks. We're here.
There we go.
We got the fly swatter just in case.
Yeah.
I think we're safe. I haven't seen any.
No, they're here.
Oh, they're here. Okay,
They're
let's
in the
keep it
kitchen.
close. Let's keep it close. Oh, they're in the kitchen.
Kitchen.
All right.
They're eating. Déjalo quieto. Come, nene, come. So, you had a shitty weekend, huh?
Yeah.
You were hydrating? Did you have ginger ale
No.
and crackers? Isn't that what was the remedy growing
But
up?
I didn't have a stomach ache.
Well, what was that remedy for, the ginger ale and the
That's if you're like vomiting, dehydrated. That's like if you have a mal de estómago. Like, oh. Like you feel sick, like you're laying down, you're like, oh, I don't feel good.
I thought that shit was for, I was trying to bring my chair to your level, but I can't. I feel like I'm sitting in a kindergarten room.
Oh, now you can't tell if you're too high. Good job.
Oh, I'm definitely higher than you.
No, I'm talking about for the camera.
Oh, definitely. The cameras are leveled.
You don't know what I'm saying. You're higher.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But,
They don't want to see me anyways. They
what
want
that
to
was
see
gonna be.
you.
So, yeah, they do.
Ew.
Because I'm special.
Don't stop that. Now I gotta add that special part.
Like everyone else.
Like everybody else.
North Korea.
What's going on with them? How they doing? They're
So
coming through?
They're gonna have a negotiation or something with Russia for weapon deals.
I thought this nigga died.
Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, remember there was a whole thing where he died?
No, that was his father. That's how he got in power.
Oh, you're bugging. That's how irrelevant that story was. There was a period of time that Kim Jong-un went missing.
Oh, no, yeah.
Everyone was like his sister.
But he didn't die. He just went missing. I think he had a mal de estómago también.
They cloned him.
That's what.
A mal de estómago, he drank ginger ale.
And crackers. And now he's better. Look at him now. Better than ever. But
So I thought this nigga died. Let's be real.
everybody did. But they were probably cloning him, which is probably
It takes
more accurate.
it takes
time. You got to maturate it. You're going to grow.
Maturation. So this nigga is gonna be selling weapons to Russia. Let's
What
talk
does he
about the
have,
aesthetic.
though?
That's what I'm saying. Let's talk about the aesthetics of how that looks for Russia.
Yeah.
Russia.
It's like a third world country. that
It's like
place.
us buying missiles from Cuba.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we're gonna buy missiles from Cuba. Yeah, people are gonna be like, what are you talking about?
Or Mexico, or pretty much like 90% of the world countries.
There's no way. Yeah.
Why would we do that?
Yeah.
How would that look to us? The United States buys missiles from their neighboring continent.
And that Russia's been
Venezuela.
losing. Russia's been losing everywhere. It can't even land on the moon, right?
Did you? Yeah. There was
India landed on the moon. India.
In other words, you should have been buying it off of them, if anything.
Yeah, word. Those are the guys. Yeah, they're right there. Yeah.
Even though that shit looks CGI as fuck.
But did you see the actual footage now?
No, I didn't.
With the rover, and the rover came out, they spun around.
Oh shit! Oh, so okay. So they had a rover. Nice.
Yeah.
These niggas are going in.
Yeah. I mean, after everything we did, it's got to be like
copy paste.
They see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once somebody does it, oh, we could do that. Then if they did it, we could do it. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tries to put a. Oh no, they can't. They don't got atmosphere. A drone on the moon. The moon doesn't have enough air.
For a drone?
For a drone, yeah. You know a drone, the ones that fly?
Oh, no.
Because they got one on Mars. Mars got a very thin atmosphere, so we're able to fly. Because it has air to push down, you know? Yeah, but even there's not enough air even for that. Like,
is there an atmosphere on the moon? No.
I don't... Now, if there is, it's like almost nothing. Because we can't breathe in it. It's not enough.
No, there's zero, nigga. It's like space. It's just a fucking rock in space.
Yeah, I mean, the heavy, gases probably on it.
Heavy gases?
Yeah. Like helium's a light gas.
I didn't find a group or device named lights.
It's because my hand went up. Jesus. But, like, helium is a light gas. It goes up.
You think there's helium and...
No, helium's too light. It'll fly right off the moon.
There's
heavy gases. I don't know. I don't know what gases are heavy.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
No, let's not do that because then they'll know we have a GD. Listen, no, there's definitely no air there. Yeah, so nothing would fly. But how would they come about? It would have to be
for a drone.
Impossible. Right?
Impossible. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
it's like trying to fly in a vacuum. There's no air. It won't be able to. There's nothing to push off of.
It would have to have a continuous, like, pulling to stay, like hovering, like it's steady.
Yeah, it needs air to push down.
Because there's such low gravity, it would also still need air to push up.
Like to keep it from flying into space.
Yeah, to keep it from going. So it had to be like both.
There has to be something constantly,
there. Yeah, measuring it, keeping it. Damn.
Argon.
Yeah. What?
Argon.
That's one of the.
That's a heavy gas.
It sounds heavy.
Ammonia. Interesting.
Okay. Ammonia is heavy.
We're learning here.
Here you go.
Xenon.
None of that shit's in the moon, by the way.
I don't know. Is there?
I really doubt it.
All right, keep talking.
So anyway, this nigga is buying missiles from a third world country.
Is that what he wanted, missiles?
Well, weapons, right?
Well, look, it does have helium. Helium, neon, argon, and hydrogen.
It's made out of them shits.
Or no, that's the gases, yeah. There's a comic book called The Inhumans, Marvel.
Crazy.
That, the big, there's like a big crater. So the premise of it is that in one of those big ass craters, there's air in it. And inside of that crater was able to hold a civilization. Because there's able to be air within that pocket.
Like little,
because the air is able to stay in there,
You know those little caves that you swim under and it's water.
It's like
shit.
a
You're like, it's one of those,
yeah,
right?
It's like that.
But for space. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but was he gonna buy missiles? Did they say? Or they don't know. They just say weapons deal. They don't know.
Weapons deal. It could be just like
missiles, though.
It could be like.
You know what probably is? He's running out of missiles from fighting Ukraine. He's like,
the materials.
I just need manpower to make my missiles for me.
Right. Oh yeah, exactly. The materials.
I'll give you instructions. You make it, and I'll buy it off you.
And we work out a deal.
We'll work out a deal. Yeah.
You make that shit. Here's the schematics. This is the materials that you obviously have already. Use that shit.
And.
Oh my god!
Just gonna be hungry North Koreans making it. They don't speak Spanish, but I do it like that.
Why are they all old?
They're hungry. They could barely make noise.
And they're all hungry.
Well, I don't know why they're hungry. They're always
No,
hungry.
you're assuming that they're hungry because if you have a workforce, you want to feed them to keep the
You
work going.
have to feed them.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, the workforce. You're right, but not the
Come on,
population.
bro. No,
You-
fuck them. Their families
You
starve.
know, America gives them food to this
to
day.
other countries?
No, to North Korea particularly. We give them aid. Every
Nigga,
year.
we give aid across the globe.
Yeah, we give out to see them.
More than we give. There are niggas we
Yeah.
can walk 5 blocks from here and be like, this nigga needs more money. He needs some kind of support.
You know how many people ask me for food today?
I can imagine.
Well, not food, but money. When you offer them food, they don't want the food. Like, no, I want the money. It's like, interesting.
You always ask them, I can feed you. You always say that?
Not always.
Not always.
No.
No.
But if we're like next to McDonald's, I'm like, I'll buy you a burger. And they're like, no, I'm good, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about if it's a mother with a child?
That's never happened, but if it did, hopefully she says yeah.
That's basically the relationship between Vladimir Putin and King Jong-un
Yeah,
right
basically,
now. I'm just bringing it back to the topic.
yeah.
It's weak.
It's weak. It's a shine of weakness.
It's a shine.
But now the conspiracy theorists are going to be like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. First of all, Russia got missiles and nukes. North Korea has missile and nukes. They can't get any worse than that. They've already got the worst things you can have. What are they going to buy off each
But
other?
does North Korea really have
Well, they test it, so we know they have. At least enough to test.
to, fuck around? But that's like a science experiment that you do in 3rd grade.
But we know that they have that. So
They-
we got to assume they have at least one more.
But the ability of
Interballistic.
content.
Yeah. The thing is, they use it even if they shot it, because the way it works, you got to shoot it to space and then it has to come back down. America knows. They're like, red alert.
Red alert.
Red alert. What's going on over there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're going to shoot it right
So
up there.
as
They're
it's
going to use the
going up-
lasers that you were talking about.
Exactly. The minute it gets into the atmosphere, we have a.
That's it. Done.
Do you think that
Imagine the first time they use it.
time out? Shut the
Chaos,
fuck up.
nigga.
What about if they used it and just didn't air it?
And it'd be like, yeah, because then they could just say, oh, it was a misfire.
Then call the president of that.
Misfire. Oh, they had a misfire.
No, you don't air it at all. But you call that president and be like, "Did you just see what we could do?"
Oh, don't even say that. Just be like mad snarky about it. Just be like, oh, I'm sorry about the missile you lost. Maybe next time. Good luck.
Nah, nigga, I'll be right there's when I pull out the katana.
Oh, table. Ay, Dios. Yeah, I wouldn't even say anything. I'll just keep it quiet. I'm like, oh, sorry.
First of all,
but I'll say
your
in a way.
enemy's gonna know.
No, yeah, that's
So
what
the
I'm saying.
phone call's being made.
But I'll say it in a way that makes him be like, is this? Like, he won't know. Is he really? Or is he just talking crap? Like, oh, sorry about your missile. I saw what happened. It overheated? Interesting. Okay. Sorry about that.
I'd be like, listen, you saw what just happened, man. I could air that.
Yeah, but then you know what happens? Okay, so in the...
No, you're Russia. I'm
Yeah. What are you, North Korea?
CP Joe.
Oh, shit.
You're Russia. You just launched a missile. Sleepy gets nudged and hit with an EpiPen. I don't
You know
know
what's the
some
thing
shit.
of a majiggy? The thing of a jiggy.
I want to go to the beach. And you get the phone call. Your people, your Vladimir Putin, your army generals, they're all like, we just tried ending the world and our missiles just all got shot down by something in space, and the president of the United States is calling you. We recommend you not watch it. Do not answer the call, Mr. President.
Are you Indian? Or
I don't know what the fuck I read. I forgot what Russian sounded like.
Me too.
Mother
Russia.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You gotta sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger almost.
Right. Okay, so what do you get the phone call? Bling. The president gets on the phone and he's like, so you can see now who's really in charge. You have two options and 1 hour to respond.
Wow. See, but that's evil. America's not evil.
No, we're not. We're
quote unquote.
diabolical, nigga. We're beyond the scope of evil, nigga.
Yeah.
We're it.
But I think they would do it the way I'm saying. They would just be like, "Oh, I see that you had a misfire." Unfortunately,
Because he's always trying to be cute. That's his persona.
no, because you don't want to show all your cards. You want to keep some back. So, like in the '60s, so this is what happened in America in the '60s. We're gonna talk about this in the future. I have it planned. America thought Russia was doing mind control.
America thought Russia was doing mind control. Okay.
So what America did was they went hard trying to do mind control. hard for years and decades. And then after the Cold War was over, we got all Russia's secret documents, and we found out they weren't doing anything. That was all in our heads.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen? What basically happens is once they think that we have a certain technology, they're gonna go hard trying to get that technology. But if they don't even think about the technology, then we can rest easy. They're probably not gonna develop it because it's not in their head.
Well, the problem with your theory is that if I could stop your missiles, I could stop you from doing the same thing I got in space. Because they would be in space.
Oh yeah.
There would be some kind of a weapon.
Space force of some kind.
Nah, ooh, don't do that. All right, he's winning. He's winning in the polls.
Is he though?
He is.
Against Democrats? Or against other Republicans?
I don't know.
Against other Republicans, it's hands down.
I think Democrats are sleeping in general.
I think they're sleeping in general,
right now they're resting.
They don't know.
They know next year's coming.
They don't understand. They don't understand.
Exactly. Right now they're resting. They're thinking, okay, we tried everything in the books 3 times now. Same shit. That's obviously not working. We need to start mustering up who's going to be our guy.
You know why? Because they've running the country, Jose. That's why they don't have time for all the shenanigans. All right, can we go back to the moon?
Right.
Shooting the lasers.
Anyways, so what I'm saying is that there would be no way that I would allow you to create that technology.
But you wouldn't know.
Oh, I would.
How would you
because
know?
The reason why those missiles got shot down, Mr. Putin, is because your whole airspace is gridded out. There's a invisible net constantly watching your airspace from orbit. Yeah, the minute you try to launch,
but as soon as Putin gets off the phone, he's like, "Give me the science engineers or whatever."
But follow that
let's
step
develop
through.
this.
Yeah, keep going. And what
now that we have it, now let's make a fake moon mission that we're gonna crash by accident. Oops, sorry. But you know the boosters that fly off, that get lost in space.
We would shoot everything from that point on. The minute you launched missiles towards us, you're automatically banned from flying.
I'm saying when they go to the moon.
No, you wouldn't be allowed in the moon at that point. You fired missiles.
This is why you can't be president.
You fired missiles at the most strongest country in the world, and you're the biggest threat.
Okay, the scenario.
From that moment on, you're grounded. You're done, Mr. Putin. There's no moon for you. There's no Mars. There's no the international space. You're not included anymore.
In fact, I will go hard putting even more stuff in space.
Exactly.
Flood
I would prevent.
It's time.
And then because
the button that
I saw you trying to play with North Korea, their airspace has been also grounded.
Oh, they got nothing going there.
Everyone.
They barely have airplanes.
Everyone's getting it.
Their airplanes still go.
That's the
that's the planes they still have.
Like the tribe niggas making it out of wood. So
this coffee's good, by the way.
Baby, I gotta take care of my baby. Bitch, it would be over from that point. That's why I'm saying that conversation would go like this. You have 1 hour to go on live air and surrender.
Surrender your entire country?
You could have your country. You could run it, you can manage it, but it's gonna be policed by us from now on.
Yeah. You have no military. Your military is done. You're now the police.
You are now the police. You could run your people. You can have your local little state and all that cuteness.
You can have your cops.
But from now on,
military.
Any airplane, helicopter has to be approved.
We still have that treaty with Japan.
Which one?
No military treaty. We still have the treaty with Japan. Yeah. To this day, they're not allowed to make a military.
And you think?
But you know what they're allowed to have that we let them have, and we actually help them build
weapons.
A defense force.
Yeah.
You can have a military, you can have a defense force, just in case.
That we're gonna develop that we could destroy in case we have to.
Well, Japan's our allies at this point.
Hell yeah, they're our allies.
They owe us everything, yeah.
Shit.
Think about what Japan used to be compared to what they are now.
It's insane.
It's like a opposite of a coin.
Yo, that's
right?
so...
Since World War II is like a line that you could cut Japan's history in half.
You could say they jumped into the
modern
tech phase,
yeah.
in a very fast progression of time. Yeah, I don't see anything. You know who this does look good for? I'm gonna tell you who this looks good for.
Ooh,
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, it does look really good.
It looks great for
He's
him.
like, wow, the second-rate power
is calling me.
I barely keep the lights on over here.
I starve my people on purpose.
They eat
Look
corn
how fat
from the
I
floor.
am.
They eat corn from the floor.
Damn, bro.
I saw a video of a kid looking for corn on the floor. in North Korea. Sad.
This is how I know you don't have a soul. Like you're a voided thing that the creator is making fun of me with. Because it's like,
You know that-
I can't watch it like that, bro.
You know that they arrest you for 3 generations? You know what that means? If you betray the leader,
That's my son's kid.
all in jail.
All of them.
In jail. When your son's kids are born, they're allowed to leave.
The sins of a father.
3 generations.
That's OD.
That's how. And if you're related, let's say you commit a crime, right? Against your parents get arrested, your brothers and sisters, everybody goes to jail, your whole family.
God damn.
That's how they do things.
I hate when I get distractions, bro.
I know.
It throws the whole entire environment through.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I got a text message. All right. So India's on the moon. Now, is India our allies? Yes or no? That's a really good question. I think they might be. I think Pakistan is not.
Pakistan as well.
Pakistan are not necessarily our allies, but India, I believe, is. And India and Pakistan are bordered. Actually, India and Pakistan used to be one country. And then something happened. Oh, the Muslims. They took over half. And they formed Pakistan. And India fought. Because they're not Muslims, they're Sikhs. It's a different religion. So they kept their country, their half, and the other half became Pakistan as a Muslim country.
That's why they look alike.
And they both have nuclears, and they're facing it towards each other. They're ready to kill each other any moment. You ever seen them fight? I mean, the gates, when they open the gates and they close the gates.
No.
Oh, it's the best thing.
When they see, who fights? Pakistan and India?
Yeah.
No.
India. Oh, there you go. It's called the border ceremony. We'll put this in the video soon.
Okay. What was that?
That's the thing.
That's the video?
This is what they do. Look, this is what they do. Look. That's the border. And they do like a ceremony where they like dance against each other.
Oh shit.
And then at the end they shake hands, like to show like peace. But they do it to show off. You know what I mean?
It looks ridiculous.
It does look ridiculous. There's a part that's even more ridiculous. Oh, this is it right here.
It looks.
Look. This is it. Oh, see that shook hands? Look. This is the kind of stuff they do. All right, we're good. Peace for another day.
It looks like they choreographed the dance, agreed on what the dance would be,
Yeah.
and then performed it. Like, this is what we agreed to. This is what we're not going to
I wonder if it started with like 2 guards walking back and forth, and one of them just kicked his leg up high, and the other one was like, "I can put my leg up higher." And they just went over every single day. Who could legs could go higher?
Competition.
And it became a thing. While other guards were like, "I can put my leg higher than that."
That's fucking crazy.
But now it became like a spectator sport. Everybody from the country, they all sit there, they watch.
You know what? I'm not mad at it though, because I feel like fuck it. Yeah,
It keeps the peace.
That's what in my mind, the gladiator, the arenas, like it should have always been, and like what we call now the Olympic sports. That should be our format of fighting.
Yeah, there's a
Instead of actually killing each other, send your best figure skater.
Yeah.
Who could spin around the best.
There's an island in Canada that is disputed land, but there's nothing on the island. It's like basically a rock, but there's a lighthouse on the rock, for like boats, like ancient boats that didn't crash into it. Ancient, nigga, freaking, whatever, 20s or whatever, 1920s. I think it's disputed between either Canada and America or Canada and Greenland. One of the 2 countries disputed. But the way that they fight for the thing is, every season or every like 6 months, one country goes and they check the island to make sure everything's safe and nothing's crazy, and they leave a bottle of their own country's alcohol.
Oh, nice.
And then when the other country comes, they switch it. They take their alcohol out and they put theirs there, and that's what they do. They do back and forth. So when they go back, now they have other country's alcohol. They drink it. They celebrate. And it kind of keeps the peace between the 2 countries. Like, we have this land that we dispute, but this is how we keep the peace within our soldiers. We all like, because it's not really important land, but You know, they do it like to keep the peace, like to keep fun.
That's again. I think that if we could agree to dispute our arguments using sports and send our best people, but we'd have to agree. Like
No, but you want space lasers.
no, we have space lasers.
Do we though?
Yeah, we got them.
We
We got
gotta
some
have
shit that's similar to
I
what
really hope-
our brains
I
think
really
of
hope
as
that
space
that
lasers.
that space girl comes so she can really be like, look, we don't have space lasers, or we do have space lasers. Because I don't even care. Do we have it? Yes or no? You probably don't know. Is it possible? Because I don't see why. A space is cold, and to run a laser that big, you need cold temperatures, right? Because it overheats, right? So you need like really cold temperatures.
But wouldn't it be cold in orbit?
That's what I'm saying. So it would make the most sense in space because it's naturally cold.
Yeah, and you got the optimal view.
Unless the sun hits it, then it gets real hot. But the thing with the heat, it's heat. That the heat dissipates quick because there's no air to hold the heat down. It just goes right away.
Yeah, it stays cold.
Yeah, it'll stay.
Like
It'll
it's
stay cold.
trying to-
It'll be hot under the surface. I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, word.
I know that there's a science behind it that I don't understand.
I mean, I think that yeah,
You're doing work emails right now. Get out of here.
I'm not doing work emails, but it's something I gotta do. To me, granted, this is me. To me, they definitely have it,
Space lasers. Yeah, I hope so.
and I don't know if it's lasers per se, but it's some shit that, you know what I mean. It's invisible to the eye, and it's
Be dope.
like some kind of radiation shit.
It'd be dope if it was like drones. They send it up there, and they just have it on a satellite, a big ass satellite with a bunch of drones. That whenever there's another country has anything that they don't like up there in space, they let the drones loose. Remember? I don't remember. This is years. This is like almost at this point like 15 years old. Remember they put out a video of a drone but with jets, and if it was. Remember, it was like doing that, and it was like going back and forth.
Of jets?
It was like a drone, but it was like jet powered. And what they were saying is that they would use that kind of drone in space, because in space you can't use fans. It'll have to be powered by pulse. Remember, Battlestar Galactica, the way the ships flew, there was like, and they could go any which way.
Yeah,
it was like that.
It's like thrusters.
Thrusters, yeah. Let's find out.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Drone thrusters. Let's see if it pops up on my Enterprise drone specialist. Oh man, it's an old video. That's the problem. Oh wait, this might be it. IVO commercials. But if they had that in space, that they could just, it'll be like the mothership, and then the drones go out, they attack, and then they come back and charge from the drone. Oh look, this is right here. Look at it. Nigga, that's insane to look at, first of all. Look at it.
That's shooting?
That's just jets. I mean, remember, this Earth's gravity, so it has to kind of stay up.
Yeah, that's the main
But
one.
in space, it wouldn't be shooting like that. It would be way
shooting
less.
The big one, yeah, it would be. They would be all like the other.
The outside, just keeping it stable.
The little ones, they'll be
Just
all
little tiny ones.
even in the bottom.
And then when it wants to go forward, it'd just be a big one.
Yeah, that's so dope.
It'll just attach and just give it an electric shock and then shoot off. Because all it needs to do is fry their internal mechanisms.
That's so dope.
Right? Just got to attach like magnetic and then electrocute it. And then just leave.
That's pretty cool. I can't front.
That'll be the next.
Like
I can't wait for Space Wars. Did you see that show where they go to the moon? I forgot what it's called.
What show where they go to the moon? There's a show?
Remember we saw it? It was on Apple TV.
Oh, where it was a difference where the space
If Russia
race.
got there first, yeah. Did you get to the part where they were shooting each other on the moon?
Did I? Oh my god, with the gun?
The guns are
Somebody
white.
had a gun?
The guns are white.
I think I did.
And because space is quiet, you don't hear it. You just see.
I got to the part where the girl and the husband died. Like they used duct tape.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if the gun part already happened. I think it was after that.
But
Shit.
it gets good.
Damn.
I wish you could watch it.
son. You be fucking it up. That's why.
It's good, but I can't wait for those days. Guns in the moon.
Nah, bro.
Think about it. If America makes a base on the moon.
It'll be a miracle if we even get the opportunity for you and I to fly into space.
I think we would.
And again, I feel like
cheaper and cheaper.
Before it gets to the point where we are able to go, it would involve other countries getting involved too.
Let's see how much it costs to space.
Right now, how much does it cost?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
All right, for Virgin Galactic, let's find out. How much is it to get a ticket to space? Okay, Virgin Galactic, you ready? Between 250,000 and 450,000 per seat.
How much?
To $500,000 to, $250,000 to $500,000. I guess depends how high you go up there, how long you stay up there.
$500,000. That came out pretty cheap.
Yeah, honestly.
Because
how much was the first one? Remember how much was the first one?
I feel like it was in
millions. But they went on with, I think they went up with Russia. The cosmonauts. I think they sent up a civilian up there that paid money to pay for the rocket. See what I'm saying?
My bad. That was my fault.
This nigga's doing work right now.
Bitch. Yeah, I am. I don't know why it's doing it like this. Yeah, $500,000. So maybe in the next 5 years it'll be like half that.
Yeah, and then another 5 years. Think about it. The more people and the more industries that go to space, the cheaper it gets.
But I kind of feel like they're also like, which one was it? The Amazon guy, Bezos. His seems like a little like a really, really like you know that ride in the theme parks, that little elevators.
Yeah,
and then you shoot down. Like that, yeah. It feels like one of those. Like you're not really going into space. Am I bugging? It's like the littlest one.
No, I think that was actually the highest.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Musk
Blue Origin. No, but he's not selling tickets, Musk.
Musk is really going to space.
He's going to the space station.
Yeah, he's out there.
He's
not further.
He's not doing me and you.
Oh my God.
He's doing government contracts.
So you're saying that the Bezos one is the highest one for us?
I think Virgin Galactic is the lowest. Because Virgin Galactic, remember, they go in the plane. And they go in the cockpit up high. And then they fall. Remember how it fell? It's like a butterfly. Like the wings go like this so it can fall like a piece of paper. Do you remember that?
No.
Remember the X Prize?
The one that they shot up that went on an airplane?
Yeah, that's how he does it.
That's the littlest one.
Bezos does it on a rocket ship.
That's the smallest one you're saying?
Yeah, the one that's on the airplane.
Like you ain't going far with that one.
You'll make it to low Earth orbit. You'll feel the weightlessness. There's no doubt about it. But you're not doing what Bezos doing. Bezos up there for a minute. That's one that William Shatner went on. The one that you're up there for a hot minute. They're able to do flips and stuff. Did you ever see the video of them doing it? They're so weird. No. Just a bunch of old people up in there.
Just doing it.
Like, wee. And then William Shatner's there like, he looks like he's still sitting. He's just like...
He can't even move.
Yeah.
I saw his reaction when he came back down that day, the day of. And he was like... He got like emotional.
Yeah.
He reminded me of when we saw the eclipse. He was like emotional and...
You know there's one coming next year.
What?
Another eclipse.
Another eclipse?
Next year.
That's right. But it's like far... Where is it at?
It's either upstate or you can go... I forgot where. I forgot.
What do you mean?
Look it up right now.
No, we're not doing
homework.
You can look it up right now.
Yeah, we got to show the audience. They want to know too.
Yeah, daddy. Oh, yeah.
All right. So my assumption... Oh, that's right. Because we can go to Ohio and see it. This Mike's going to finally see one. You think
it's going to be in Ohio? Shut your front
Ohio?
door.
Why can't I zoom into this thing? Find out.
That's pretty dope if that's the case, bro.
You're going to go to Ohio?
He'll finally be able to see it.
He'll finally be a believer that the Earth is a globe. He'll be like, oh, thank God it's over. Thank God. I don't have to look like an imbecile every day. All right, now I can use my freaking Photoshop to zoom in because this thing is... All right, where is... Columbus, Ohio. He's going to see it.
Shut up. He better go.
So we can go upstate and see it, or we can go east towards where he's at, Ohio. Going to Ohio is going to take a good amount of time, probably like 8-hour drive. Going north will be like a 5-hour drive, where we're going to see it at. Is it going to hit Canada? What part of Canada? What part of Canada is this? Oh no, it's not. I mean, barely touches Canada. It passes by Quebec. What's Nova Scotia? Is that Canada? I think it is Canada.
That's like next to it, isn't it?
I think Nova Scotia is part of Canada. Nova Scotia. You know who really gets a good one?
Who?
There's a part in Texas, that they get the eclipse. They don't have to move anywhere. They got the eclipse last time in one city, and the next one's going to pass over the same part of the same city. They don't got to go anywhere. They get to see 2 eclipses back to back.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It was interesting you mentioned that because I was with my son over the weekend and we went to a gas station and they had the
glasses?
The paper glasses to watch it. And my son was like, yeah, but I think it's really far that we're not going to be able to see it from here. I was like, oh, why would we buy it then?
Yeah.
But I would.
You know, eclipses happen on Earth like every year.
Yeah.
It's just not around us.
No, most of it is like places where.
Yeah, most of it's in the ocean.
Niggas don't live.
There's people that go see them. They go on boats and they go out there to see it.
Hardcore?
Yeah.
I hope this nigga go sees it because it's really going to be something where.
It's gonna be like a life-changing experience.
Hell yeah! I that's one day I'll never forget, nigga, because that shit was wild as fuck.
Do you remember how quiet it got? And then all of a sudden the animals started going crazy.
Bro, it was insane. Like, what are we even talking about?
Yo, so wild, nigga. It got insane. Quiet, and then all the animals went. You could hear the wave of the animals because you could see the shadow coming towards you. You know what I mean? The shadow was just. Then it got kind of cool. Because remember, you're not in the sun anymore, so it gets cool. So good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go.
You're going to the Ohio one?
I'm not going to Ohio. I'm going to go upstate. My next year's vacation, I'm going to plan it around this. I'm going to go up there.
Wait, so there's like 2 of them you're saying next year? There's
a partial one, but it's on the west coast of America, so you're not going to go. But then there's a real one that it goes up towards North America. So the Ohio one is the half-ass one? No, it's a good one. It goes through Ohio. It goes like that, diagonal.
Yeah, like it did before. Remember, we had to readjust where we were going because we were first going to Virginia, wasn't it?
North Carolina. And when I was in North Carolina,
you hit me up. I was like, "Nigga, it's moved."
Yeah, no, I was gonna say because of the clouds.
Oh right.
Last minute, I had to make a decision.
Do we stay here?
And that was a risky move because I didn't know what was gonna happen with the clouds.
Like which way they were headed.
And I kept watching, and the clouds were coming, this way across the United States from left to right.
Yo, honestly,
and I was like, I gotta beat the clouds. I gotta go past that way.
If you get a chance to go, you haven't done it, you should definitely do it. It's a wild ass event,
bro. There's eclipse coming next year.
It's a wild ass event, even if you don't believe. Whatever requires you to
flat
believe, flat earthers, whatever your theory is, go watch that shit because it's dope. And if it is fake, they're doing a great job.
They're doing an excellent job.
Amazing.
Yeah, the government, A+ to the government.
And
they're probably using the lasers somehow to trick us.
I
don't know how they're doing it, but
they're doing a great job because remember we had a reverse course and we still got to see it. That means that they had to reposition the lasers so we could see it and the niggas in Tennessee could see it. Shout out to those church people over there that let us through.
I don't even remember the location at all.
Bro, again, it was like you put a pin drop type of thing. Yeah. Here, and I'm over there driving like a maniac. By far one of the best memories as far as taking a trip and seeing, because again, we're nerds. In the core of who we are, we're nerds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to Vladimir Putin and this guy Kim Jong-un and the weapons exchange, besides propaganda, I don't see how even the propaganda fits.
Do you think?
I think it's
if
stupid.
you take Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, all these people, and we bring them to see the eclipse, it'll change them?
One of them gonna be like, those lasers really work well. that's what that's gonna be. And the other ones are gonna be like, oh,
You did it, America. Good job.
like, you know who, Hillary. You did exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really. There was an interview, and I think I sent it to the chat of some leader. I don't know who the nigga is. And they were interviewing him about like Russia and the war and U.S. politics, whatever. And he was saying how if Trump was in office, this war would have never happened. Say whatever you want to say about it. I get it. I understand, you know, whatever. But Trump wouldn't have allowed what's going on to happen because people genuinely, he had relationships with people. They wouldn't have stepped out of line and done it. He goes on to say he's like probably the best president in the world. I don't even know who the fuck they're asking, but you could tell it's like another country president, leader, or maybe an ambassador or some shit. And I was just like,
he's getting ready. He's like, if Trump wins, we got him in the bag.
Yeah, let me start.
We complimented him. He's gonna do anything we need now.
Not to fuck with us.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I again, this war have happened if Trump was in office? I kind of feel like it wouldn't.
I don't know. Remember the thing we talked about last episode, or whatever, an episode or whatever ago, of the guy saying that he went to the future, and he said World War III was in 2025.
During Trump's
second term, or Joe Biden's second term. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds for us.
There's no. Anyways, that was another conversation. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, did you hear, talking about Russia, sticking to the topic, did you hear about the Wagner guys? They all got whacked.
All of them?
Hell yeah, the ones that matter. And I said this to you in the beginning. You were like, no, they left, they took money, they died.
Which one though?
All of them.
I know one of the main guy died.
That's all that matters. You chop the head off, the body's like, oh, like Hillary Clinton. Bro, I told you, it's not even a surprise. You think I'm gonna let you live?
Yeah. After you did that to me, yeah.
Are you bugging? Not even in the United States. We have something called treason. Treason?
Keep going.
Treason.
There you go. You got it.
Treason. Yeah. There you go. And you spend the rest of your life in jail. No, not really, right? That's the better part of it.
If you do treason, no, you get killed. Treason is a crime you get executed for.
There you go. And we're supposed to be the most civilized country.
That's civilized.
That's what?
Civilized.
Try again.
Civilized. That is civilized.
How is that fucking civilized?
Because if you commit treason, you can kill everybody. Everybody could die.
Right.
That's like committing murder. I guess it depends. There's different levels of it. But if you're trying to destroy the United States government, that's treason. That's it. We got to take you out. We can't allow that. Because if we let you do it and get away with it, who's to stop the next guy? We got to make an example of you always. That's why they're trying to hang Trump. Because in their heads, they're like, he committed treason.
But didn't they try? That's why I was trying to tell you earlier that the same charges, when they were trying to impeach him, you think they were trying to impeach him impeaching him with treason, right? Trying to overthrow the fucking government.
But they couldn't impeach him. That's not impeachment. That's a crime. I think they're still doing it. They're still trying to go for it.
Impeaching him?
Stop saying impeachment. Impeachment's done. He's not president anymore. He's going to jail. They're trying to put him in jail.
Now they're trying to put him in jail.
Federal crimes. Yeah, they got him like on 76 counts.
For the same charges as...
I think some of them are like, you lied on this thing, or you tried to...
So what you're saying that when when they tried to impeach him the second time, those weren't criminal offenses?
I don't think so.
Are you... Check. Look it up right now. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Be fine.
First trial with Donald Trump.
Not the first one. The first one was about the stupid Stormy Daniels thing.
No, it wasn't.
The inappropriateness.
Abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. That was the first one.
Okay.
He was acquitted.
Of course.
Second one.
Okay.
Impeachment for the second time in the House of Representatives. And this was for the incitement of insurrection. That one was acquitted.
Now, incitement of insurrection, which obviously has to be January 6th.
Yeah. Saying that he said something that made everybody go crazy.
Insurrection is... What is insurrection? Wow.
That was what? I don't know.
Just destroyed my camera. This guy.
Wow, what are you worried about, bro? You're so worried about.
I'm worried about you.
I'm more worried about.
Bro, I'm all the way crooked now, bro.
Bro, that's where you were sitting the whole time.
But you moved the camera
Because you want to do
dick.
emails. What do you want to do it this way?
To the center? I don't know where I had it.
All right.
Pendeja.
So basically, what they did is, you're not supposed to have freedom of speech. Only us.
No.
That's what it was.
What is this? We're gonna have to take another break to Google insurrection.
No, they accuse him of inciting insurrection. He didn't. It was obvious to everybody that saw the videos. He didn't.
Right, but
But they still want to be like, we gotta.
what's
get
the
him. You
punishment
can't
for
say
inciting
that.
insurrection?
Pop out. First of all, it wasn't an insurrection. You think some crazies running into this office is going to be an insurrection? That's retarded. Insurrection is what this guy did in Russia. Now we got something to talk about. What Trump did, he didn't do. Obviously, he didn't do it. But what the people did on January 6th was nothing.
Yeah.
I've seen worse riots. I've seen worse ones.
The Floyd instantly comes into mind.
There was a whole year of this stuff and nobody cared.
Yeah. Where it was, and that
but we
led
do
up
it to the building for the white people. All of a sudden, oh, deal. Not our building. You could do it in Macy's or freaking Target. Don't do it to our place.
Yeah, not over here.
Not over here. Don't bring that crap over here.
Mm.
So he got acquitted because he didn't say anything that was bad. And they're trying to get him on this thing. Remember when they got him on tape telling the guy, hey, I need 4,000 votes. Give me 4,000 votes.
Yeah.
Okay? You could take that a few ways. You could just be like, hey, look harder. Maybe there got to be something you're missing. Or you could be like, look, I know they don't exist. Make them happen. You know what I'm saying? So there's two ways to take it. Which way did he mean? That's up to interpretation. That's up to... You got to ask him what he meant. You know what I'm saying? When he asks him, yo, I need votes. Give me more votes. Give me more votes. What does that mean?
Give me more votes?
Exactly. But there could be there could be a million different ways to get me those new votes.
Yeah.
Oh, what I meant was for him to go out there and go tell people to go vote. I don't know why he did that. That's not what I meant. Just because he took it that way doesn't mean that's the way I meant it. You know?
It's just insane that we're at this point.
What he should do is talk to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un by himself, without Biden, without the president, without the United States. Just go there and be like, hey, let's work something out.
Trump?
Yeah, just go there and work something out.
That'll be ballsy.
I know.
To go over there and negotiate, like, as a civilian of the world, I guess.
Yep. Then what they're going to do? Then what the Democrats are going to do?
They wouldn't listen because he's not in power.
Se cagan encima.
They wouldn't shit themselves.
They would shit themselves.
No, because he's not in power.
Yeah, but he did something without no help.
If he accomplishes peace, if Trump was able to get Putin to sit the fuck about Ukraine and dead it,
then what Mike says about the Antichrist would be true. Like, oh, he's Antichrist. Oh, snap.
why?
Because he believes Trump is Antichrist. This time.
Wait, he thinks Trump, the
Mike, yeah.
the nigga that loves Trump,
He thinks he's Antichrist.
because he's getting things done.
Because he's bringing peace.
No, because his ass lives in Ohio and them
They don't
niggas are
have
crazy.
nothing to do with
East
it.
Palestine
Yeah.
and that spill really did affect niggas.
Yeah.
They love you. The little fruit flies, they love you, nigga. Because
I
last
think it's
time,
the freaking shampoo I use at work. The soap.
the soap,
The soap is wood.
so the mosquitoes want your
They're like,
wood.
oh, madera.
They want your wood.
Yeah. Because they want wood. They want to go back to the woods. They smell it. The trees.
No, they don't. They
smell
want
the pine.
bitch. They want garbage.
They smell the pine saw.
They smell your sanitation as 9 to 5, nigga. That's what they smell.
Why shower?
Oh, you heard him? You heard his guilt throat sound? Oh, I shower. Yo me baño.
But I think if Trump did that as a civilian, that'd change the world.
Now,
Imagine if he did that between him and he reached out to Elon Musk and just business guys.
I was
Let's
gonna
work
say
out a deal. with
this
these
whole
guys.
thing about Putin and what ended here. This, unless you have something else to add, which you always do. This thing between Putin and what's his name, Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
I think I would have been a little bit more like, if you threw in China in there. This seems like a problem.
Well, they already got to deal with China.
Yeah,
Russia.
but all three.
I mean,
Let it out. Let it out. You got it.
North Korea is part of China. They're pretty much the same country. That it's just China lets them do.
Yeah,
their
tell
thing.
that to Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, China just lets them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because North Korea, all they have is China. They
Right.
have no other trading partners in the world.
Yeah, again, no, you're tying them. Again, if it was the news that came out, like I just saw this morning, that it was those three that are passing letters and planning a date, then I would have been like, that's a lot right there.
I don't know. They already do amongst themselves. They do things.
Do you think we got India on our side?
I think in a World War III scenario.
Yeah, India's on our side.
Yeah, they're on our side.
Who's not on our side?
Pakistan. Obviously, China, Russia, North Korea. Obviously,
Yeah.
Brazil's questionable. Cuba's questionable.
Todavía. Still?
Questionable.
I think Cuba's with us.
Maybe. I don't know. We might have to force Cuba.
I don't think Cuba would have a choice.
Remember, they were communists.
I know, but
During the Cold War, they were backing up Russia.
would you? Okay, Brazil. You said
Brazil's questionable.
again. If we have these two continents, North and South,
But do we? We don't know.
do we have a vast majority of it?
We don't know.
We have Venezuela,
Do we have Venezuela?
Brazil.
Do we don't? Brazil's part of a pact with Russia right now.
Yeah,
BRICS, remember?
yeah. Well,
That's what I'm saying. It's questionable. Are they gonna go with BRICS? Be like, yo, we already have a contract with money, da da da. Or they're gonna be like, nah, in a war.
other than Brazil, we got the rest of that continent.
Well, they don't have nothing to offer those parts.
I mean, they got niggas.
They got people, yeah.
They're in our borders right now. They're getting their
I think that's all we need, just a peace treaty. We don't need them. They can't help us, really. They give us guys to fight.
guys.
Make these
Just like they're giving us
make these
workers.
missiles for us.
Yeah.
Mexico's also another questionable one.
No, Mexico's in the bag. Fuck, what?
Maybe.
They need to sell those avocados, papa. We're it.
Well, Mexico is also making deals with Russia.
Mexico's also making.
You know what I'm saying? Canada, but I think Canada's pretty a solid.
Why sell to one
Yeah.
neighboring fighting country when you can sell to
But
both?
I
of
think
them?
what it comes down to is like, sure, we can negotiate with all these countries, but in a war, I wouldn't bid against the United States. I'd rather just stick with these guys. You know what I mean? Like if you're Brazil, you'd be like, look, I make deals with Russia, China, all these places, and we're doing good. But in a war,
I'm gonna stick with
I'm gonna have to
the
stay
U.S.
with
of
it.
A.
This was nice, making money, but
Great.
I want to survive this conflict.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cuba would be like, yeah.
We'll see. They didn't do it last time.
Well, because it was a different times.
Same family runs the country. The Raúls? Castro.
The Castros.
Raúl was the brother's first name. Raúl Castro.
I don't know. I think that they would just geographically they would be like, no, that's not. Your whole theory about what you just said also falls into play for them because is it dead?
Yeah, I think it's dying.
Turn off the flashlight. Why do you need the flashlight?
I don't know how to put it on.
It's the middle one. That's the activation. Right now it's off for
Now it's
yeah.
on.
Now it's for zapping.
All right.
And there you go. So, anyways, yeah, I think that naturally Cuba would be like, yo, we live here.
Yeah.
We like live
It
here.
makes the most sense. But again, the last time they wanted to put bombs, they wanted to put nuclear bombs in Cuba, and the United States almost started World War III because of it.
Nah, yeah, because it was in their interest. It was like, shit, we get money, we get.
Yeah, I think in Cuba's best interest would be to align itself with the United States in World War III. And then obviously we have the classics. We're going to Britain.
We got India.
We basically got Europe. Entirety of Europe is pretty
The
much on
whole-
our side. Yeah. What else?
Australia.
Australia's in the bag.
Canada's in the bag.
Japan.
Japan.
South Korea.
South Korea.
Vietnam.
What about Africa? South.
I don't know what they have.
Like Africa, the whole continent.
South Africa is aligned with, again, they align with Russia. But what else do they, I mean, they have people, but also China owns a lot of parts of Africa. So Africans may have no choice.
But again, geographically.
I don't know. In a World War III, if I had to imagine the ones that align themselves with them versus us, I think America still got it in a conventional war. But as soon as you add nukes to it, it could be anything. Because once the nukes, it could just be like, I'm dying anyway, shoot the nukes.
One thing is for sure, every time we talk about the nukes and stuff, the World War III scenario, I'm always like, I just don't want to know it's coming.
Just
Like,
let me blow up now.
boom, gone. And let me be in the dead center of the missile.
Let's find out if we survive when this episode comes out.
We won't know. The basement. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I gotta take a shit so bad.
Take it.
Yo, what up, everybody? If you like what you saw, please click on some of the video links on the side. And please support our channel by liking, subscribing, and leave a little comment. And maybe we'll respond back to you. And hopefully, you'll be a guest on our next episode.
With family living in the lower deck, I won't say names, but I was lame and I was spewing disrespect. Turn to God to disinfect. I swear to Trump, now let's inspect to interject on what the youngest spitting. I'm spitting for where the sacred texts are given.